Your jam, this is a letter to you. It's sessions digging deep in depression. I got a life full of blessings, but this just breaks my fucking heart. At your birthday, couldn't even.
Hey everyone, so welcome to another tutorial, and in this one we'll be breaking down the remake version of the new song by Ed Sheeran by the name F64. So let's go. So the first part here is the piano part which comes here. The metronome of the song is 94 BPM. So let me play the metronome for all of you. Here is the metronome. Okay, now coming to the piano part, so let's play the piano part. So let's break down the piano part. So it starts with some notes, the two notes which come on and of the fourth bar, and then we start afresh from the first bar. So as you can see here, this note, that is C sharp 3 and E3. So these two notes will come on and A. So and A is basically a part of 16 notes. So the 16 notes has 16 notes in a bar, and we clap and count them like this: 1 E and A, 2 E and A. So in this one we'll start on and A, and then we'll straight away start from a new bar. So the first chord that will come here is D major. So the notes are D, F sharp and A, and then a small note that is E, which will switch to F sharp 3. And this is the value of this note is a 30-second note, which is half of 16 note. So the one E and A, the one here of one E and A will be divided in half, and then the next note. So from E3 to F3, as you can listen. The next chord that we have is a D sus2 with A2 and E3. The second chord will come on the second beat of the bar, and on the fourth beat of the bar, E major will come. The notes of E major are E2, G sharp 2 and B2. So the first bar and the initial and A of the bar will start like this. In the next bar we have two notes, that is F sharp 2 and A2. They represent F sharp minor. So it will start on the first beat of the next bar, which, as here you can see, it is the fourth bar according to the position of the playhead. And then on the fourth beat of the fourth bar we'll have another chord again, which is E major chord, E2, G sharp 2 and B2. And then on the fifth bar the chord will be B, F sharp and A2, all of these on the second octave, and this is again D major. The next chord in the fifth bar is an E major with some additions. The notes are C sharp 2, E2 and A2, and then they will slide to this part, that is B2 and C sharp 3. It will sound like this. And then again the next chord is F sharp. Then we have this transition. So in the sixth part, the first two notes are of F sharp minor, that is F sharp 2 and A2. Then on and A of 2, we have F sharp 2 and A2. And on the third bar, we have this chord, that is G sharp 2, E2 and C sharp 2, basically E major with an addition of C sharp. And then we have another C sharp 3 note, which is added afterwards on the half of the third beat. So we can count it like this: 1, 2 yana, 3 and 4 yana, and we can listen to it. And it keeps repeating the same thing. The change that you have to do is in the beginning, the notes that we have here, these two notes, you have to arrange them separately, and the next part you can just program it and then loop it so that it will continue the same way. The next part that we have is a pad-like sound which was in the back of the track which I listened. So it sounds somewhat like this. I have used 80s Starlight for this one from RetroSynth and made some adjustments. So you can see here all the settings that I have. LFO is 0.09 and the rate is 1.80 Hz, and this is the filter envelope, amp envelope. So I have made some adjustments accordingly. Input the same things to get the same sounds. So it sounds like this. And with the piano, so the next part that we have after this is the snare part. So for snare I have chosen Atlanta snare, and I have just added one EQ here. So this is the EQ that I have applied in the snare. A high cut at 9300 Hz, and these are the settings, and boost right here 6900 Hz. It sounds like this. With this I have layered bluebird snare, and both of them they sound like this. In the bluebird snare also I have done some EQ, which is this, a low cut. Here you can see the settings, and I have added a compressor as well. These are the settings for the compressor, and then both of them sound like this. And with the piano and Starlight, so after the snare we have the kicks. So for the kicks, as a bass I have used boom bap kick from the electronic kits, and here is the kick. It sounds like this. Let me explain you the beat of the kick. So the kick will come on first bar on 1, second bar again on the first beat, and then on the end of the third bar and the end of the fourth bar, and afterwards again on the first beat of the third bar, first beat of the fourth bar, and the end of 3 and the 4 again, and it repeats. That sounds like this. And then I have layered after party kick with the same. The rhythm is same for both of them, and also the bluebird kick. So all of them sound like this. Yeah. The adjustments that I have made is an EQ on the boom bap, a low cut, which is here. These are the settings. On the after party again, a high cut and a low cut, which are the settings as you can see. And on the bluebird again, a high cut here. After the snare we have bass. The bass in this song has an 808 bass. I have not made it exactly the same, but I have tried my best to replicate it in the best possible way and the easiest way for you all. So for the bass, I have used the Liverpool bass, and sounds like this. The rhythm of the bass is the first note will come on the first bar, and the next note of the first bar will come on the end of 4. Then in the next bar, the first note again on the first beat, and the next note will be on the end of 3, third beat, and the third beat of this bar will be on the end of 4, and then after that we have again the first beat on the next part and the end of 4, and in the fourth part we have the first beat on 1, and then the second beat on the end of 3, and the third beat on the end of 4. Let me tell you the notes as well. The first note is D, and the next note is E1. In the next part, the first note is F sharp 1, the next one is C sharp 2, the third note is E1. The third part has D1 as its first note, and the second note is D sharp 1. The fourth note is A1, and the next two notes are A1 and G sharp 1. I have layered classic funky boogie bass from Alchemy with this one and deep synth bass, so both of them together they sound like this. Okay, here in the bass I have again added an EQ, a high cut, and in the settings of Alchemy I just went to advanced and I raised the glide time to 100%. The tone of this bass is funky, and these are the settings, nothing else I changed. And in the deep synth bass I have just added a compressor with these settings for the texture, and together they sound like this. In all the basses I have added a compressor in which it is sidechained to audio 1, which is the sidechain TR-BIP, that is the BIP of kick, so that they dunk themselves whenever they come, so they don't clash with the kick. So altogether everything it sounds like this. Okay, so this was the video. I hope this will help you in your production process and help you in some or the other things that you are finding a way out for. Do subscribe and like and share it with the friends you think who needs to see this, and stay tuned because there is more stuff which is coming over. Thank you.